Now, news from the Israel-Hamas war. Israel's central bank governor said that the battle in Gaza has been a quote-unquote major shock to the economy and is costing more initially expected. Amir Yaron predicted that in 2023 and 2024, Israel's GDP growth would slow by 1% and that the debt to GDP ratio is likely to rise to somewhat more than 65% by the end of 2024. And that's because the costs are larger than it was initially projected. And that is despite Israel's robust and steady economy. He further said, and I quote him here, "There is no doubt the war will have fiscal implications and generate budget pressures." Now, the latest comments by the central bank governor point to more pain than previously predicted. He said that the predictions are based on the assumption that the conflict between Israel and Hamas would be limited to southern border and would continue until the end of the year. And since the conflict with Hamas began a month ago, the Israeli central bank has already lowered its economic projections. But nevertheless, he emphasized that Israel's finances are in good shape going into the war, with the debt to GDP ratio under 60%. The International Monetary Fund had predicted before the war that Israel's debt to GDP ratio would have dropped to roughly 55% by 2025. However, the war has clearly thrown those forecasts out of the window. Israel's finance minister claimed that the country's budget for this fiscal year will grow by $9 billion from earlier predictions, adding that 63% of the budget increase will go towards the military.